Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This is the lineup. It's Asa!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Gattuso, Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it, chance for a shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Saliba to Thuram, moved on forwards. Roberto Carlos, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, this looks sharp. Hazard. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Zola! And that's a sharp finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Las Vegas lights are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Can he get it through? That's an excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
In with the challenge. Vieira. Lam. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Dumfries is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Azar. And here's Hullet. Is there any support? He might not. And the shot! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
A case now of complete control. Thuram, that is a brilliant interception. Palmeiras already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And it's Vieira. Now Gattuso. That's a good ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lam. Mateus. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's neat. Cross to the back post. Nice interception, well timed. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Vieira goes sliding in. Opts for safety. That's been drilled forward. Could be danger here. Played in. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Lam. Varane gets over and intercepts. Vieira. Zola. Lam. Nicely aimed pass. Azar. Dumfries. And it's Azar. And here's Hullet. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, sweet feet. Solar goes for goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Zola cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Thuram tries to clear. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Gattuso, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos. Played over towards the opposite flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Stam is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Dumfries. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Varane concedes a free kick for that. And it's Vieira. Backward it goes. Roberto Carlos. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. All of a sudden we have a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gattuso. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, well played. Almost an hour gone.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Las Vegas Lights do have a chance to counter here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Palmeiras are down to 10 men.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Zola. Number 4, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 11, Ronaldinho.
Great vision.
Number 9,
Oh, well played,
Mbappe.
well played.
Substitution in progress.
And the counter is on. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shooting. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Gattuso going after that. Stam works it forward. Saliba cuts it out. Palmeiras are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Palmeiras really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break.
Tries a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Thuram is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Roberto Carlos demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution.
Palmeiras have opted to make another change here. Drogba coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Rafael Leao. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Denzel Dumfries.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Vieira. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's played it back. Gattuso. Mbappe. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Rafael Varane. And they can counter here. And here's Thuram. Now it's Drogba. Gattuso. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. That's at the end. Palmeiras perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge-of-your-seat encounter, and importantly, it offered the right result.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.